am Staff Sergeant, Foreman of Signals, Dave Jarvis, and this video is part of a series of vlogs I'm doing with the aim of improving and encouraging cycling in the Royal Corps of Signals. Now, I've got to the point in my training where I feel like I need to do a tyre change, and I thought I'd use this as an opportunity just to go through my processes with you. Now, to keep the video short, I'm going to break it up. In this video, I'm going to focus on how I go about inspecting my tyres and the combat indicators that, for me, to make a change. So, first and foremost, I'll just highlight that for all intents and purposes, at first glance, this tyre, there's nothing wrong with it. It's holding pressure. It feels fairly solid. I've measured it before doing this, and it's about 75 to 80 psi in it, which is what I would consider normal after a few days. Just needs a little top up and away I'd go. Simple as that. However, on inspecting it, there's something that stood out to me that makes me feel like I need to change it. So I'll show you that in a moment. When I inspect it, first thing I'll do is I'll clean it. I'll simply get a normal sort of cloth with some warm water on it and just give it a good once over. Make sure it's nice and clean. There's no sort of discoloration from mud or anything else like that. Anything that might hide something that's not quite right with it. Bit of debris poking out, that sort of thing. Now, once it's clean and dry, first thing I'll do is starting at the valve, at the point where the valve is, basically purely for the reason of giving you an indicator of when you've done a full revolution. Both hands on the tyre, I'll just work my fingers around the whole of the wheel, feeling for anything that's out of the ordinary. Now, it's worth taking your time. I'm doing it a bit quicker than I would normally, purely because I don't want to keep the video going too long. But I've already found the reason. I knew it was there anyway, but basically feeling for any sort of lumps, bumps, gashes, anything that sticks out, any sort of debris, anything that doesn't feel right. If you do find it, then obviously go for closer inspection. If you don't, then I always do a visual inspection as well. And on the visual inspection, what I want to do is look for anything, again, that sticks out: cracks, nicks, discoloration, something that might be stuck in the rubber that I didn't feel it was too deep for me to be able to feel with my fingers, anything of that nature. Now, I've already got a couple of examples I found earlier for you, like that, for example. Hopefully you can see that gash there in the middle. Now, when I first found that, what I did was basically tried to see if there's anything stuck inside it. Now, you can generally do enough with your fingertips depending on the size of it, but if it's really small, or you happen to spot a bit of flint or something that might be in the tyre, then a normal set of tweezers or a dentist tool or a knife with a decent point on it might be enough just to basically just get behind it and just flick it out. Simple as that. If it is embedded in there and it's in good and deep, it might be that it's already penetrated, in which case get it out, accept the fact you're gonna have a puncture, go and put the kettle on and deal with it while you're in the comfort of your own home, rather than at the roadside. Simple as that. But yeah, job's a good one. If you are running sealant like tubeless tyres like myself, then the sealant will generally, it is definitely a good way to go. If you do happen to come across something that it does cause a leak, a quick spin will generally fix it. If it comes gushing out, then yeah, you've had it really. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, that tyre is fine. That gash I showed you a moment ago wouldn't faze me in the slightest. I'd be straight out on that. This tyre's maybe done about 2,000 or 3,000 kilometres, maybe more, give or take. I don't really keep really strong tabs on it, but I would expect to get a good couple more 1,000 kilometres out of that, no problem at all. There's plenty of tread on it. However, I did have to do a repair on this last year. And when I say repair, this is what I carry around with me. Basically, one of these goes inside the top of this tool here, and if I do get a puncture, I just jab it into the hole, and it basically should seal it. I've had no problems with that so far. I've had to use it a good couple of times, and I'll easily get about 1,000 to 1,500 kilometres out of one of those repairs. Unfortunately, they do wear out eventually. They don't last as long as the tyre itself. So this one being the prime example. So as I mentioned, when I went around with my hands, I can feel the lump, okay? And I can also feel like a gash, a jagged edge, you know, so to speak, where the rubber's not sitting right at all. So you should be able to see that there. Yeah. So it doesn't look right in the slightest. Now, because it's my back wheel, I might be more relaxed about it. I might be happy to carry on. But because it's my front wheel, I'm not prepared to take the risk on it. Reason being is it's easier to control a blowout puncture on the back wheel. It's not quite so easy on the front wheel, especially going downhill where it's easy to generate speed. So that is my combat indicator. That's why I'm now changing it. It is worn down too much now for me to want to take any more risk on it. Okay, so yeah. Hopefully that gives you an idea of how I go about doing my checking my tyres. Tune in for the next one where I will be showing you how to remove it. Thank you for your time and look forward to the next one.